What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwanese tech giants TSMC and Foxconn are in talks to begin making chips in India. That's according to an Indian media report. The Taiwanese firms are reported to also be talking with TMH, a Japanese semiconductor solution provider. If successful, the joint venture could see the companies produce both advanced and legacy chips in India. The report comes just days after Foxconn pulled out of a $20 billion chip joint venture with India's Vedanta. India has launched its third mission to the moon. The Chandrayaan-3 lifted off from the Space Center along India's southeast coast. It's expected to reach the moon in late August. The mission aims to land an exploration vehicle around the moon's south pole to learn about atmospheric and tectonic conditions. If successful, India will be the fourth country to achieve a soft landing on the moon. Taiwan's first locally made weather satellite is on its way to French Guiana. The Triton Wind Hunter satellite was sent to the South American territory on Friday. The satellite is set to launch in September and will help scientists track typhoons more accurately. Triton was developed by Taiwan Space Agency in collaboration with the Central Weather Bureau. It took 8 years to build. Taiwan's government is considering changing its rules on rural land use to develop renewable energy, but the plans are not going down well with local farmers and environmentalists. Sally Jensen reports.
Miles upon miles of fish farms, now covered with solar panels. This is Chigu, a village on Taiwan's west coast. It's become a symbolic case in the country's dilemma between expanding its renewable energy sources and protecting locals' land and agricultural rights. Incensed by the intrusion of solar panels onto their way of life, fisheries workers took to the streets of Taipei last year. The government is trying to rapidly ramp up solar power to reduce the country's reliance on fossil fuels and lower its greenhouse gas emissions. It hopes to almost double solar capacity by 2025. To achieve this, the authorities are now considering changing the rules on land use, turning some non-urban land into so-called green energy development areas. But this plan has not been welcomed by everyone.
我们只看到绿能发展区 要透过修法大开后门，变成一种空白授权的做法。我想这样子呢，合理吗？我们觉得非常的不合理。
The rule change would mean that solar farm construction would no longer be restricted to 660 square meters. The government says it would only apply to land with low agricultural value. But that's still no reassurance to numerous farming communities who believe they're being sacrificed in favor of business.
你形同把这里面的这些真正有高度意愿务农的这些农民给放生了，而且你等于是惩罚了这些有高度意愿就是做务农使用的这些农民。
Given Taiwan's lack of space, rapid expansion of renewable energy like solar and wind could cause more land disputes with smaller communities.
We need a lot of trust between government, developers, and local citizens. It's not always easy. There has been many protests. I expect that we will see more of that in the years to come.
Taiwan is determined to meet its climate goals and demonstrate itself as a climate leader on the world stage. But its drive to rapidly expand solar and other types of renewable energy may struggle to find fertile pastures at home. Devin Tsai and Sally Jensen for TaiwanPlus.
A green sea turtle has been spotted on the beach in northeastern Taiwan. Conservationists in Nan'ao of Yilan County saw the turtle crawling back towards the sea in the middle of the night. It's thought to be the first recorded sighting of the sea turtle in the area. At least 5 different species of sea turtle are regularly seen in Taiwan, but they're usually found further south or on outlying islands. The Taipei Philharmonic Youth and Children's Choir is in Rome for an international choir competition. The performances have audiences around the country singing their praises. Yvonne Yang has the story.
This song is called Niawa, which means cat in Taiwanese Hokkien. It's being sung by the Taipei Philharmonic Youth and Children's Choir. The kids are all 10 to 16 years old. They are taking part in an international choir festival and competition held in the Basilica of the Holy Cross in Jerusalem, one of Rome's iconic churches.
这次代表台北爱乐儿童合唱团来这边意大利来罗马参与这次的比赛那心情是非常的紧张，那当然同时也很开心。
The choir sang folk songs in Taiwanese Hokkien, Hakka, and Taiwan's indigenous languages on the first day of the competition. This isn't the first time the group has performed in Italy, but it is the first time they've been here for this long. Rome is the second stop of an 18-day journey around Italy, which will see the kids perform in 3 festivals. The performers have wowed crowds in Sicilia and will head to Tuscany next. So far, they've really struck a chord with local audiences. As the kids share the sound of Taiwan with the world, they get an unforgettable travel experience. Scott Huang and Yvonne Yang for TaiwanPlus.
An artist from India has captured her 3-year stay in Taiwan through her ink and brush. Harsha Das learned Chinese ink painting while in Taipei and is hosting an exhibition. Suvan Paul takes a closer look.
I never thought of it as an exhibition. I just wanted to show what I had been able to learn over the years.
This painting is part of an exhibition by Harsha Das. It's appropriately named Home Calling. After all, Harsha will soon leave Taiwan and return to our home country, India. The informal ties between India and Taiwan have grown in recent times, and this art exhibition by an Indian artist in Taipei paints a perfect picture of friendship between the two countries. Many of these Hua Niao Hua or bird and flower paintings are part of our exhibition at Taipei's National Central Library.
So for instance, for this fish painting, I think 3, for me, it was our 3 years in Taiwan, so 3 fishes for that. And they are all together and in the water, moving from place to place. So it also reflected a part of our life.
Harsha came to Taiwan in 2020 with her husband, Gaurangalal Das. He's the top Indian diplomat to a country that doesn't have official diplomatic ties with India. When Harsha had some free time, she spent it learning the traditional Chinese ink wash painting style.
It started getting more interesting because the technicality and the level of skill involved was immense. I mean, one wrong stroke or just a flick of the wrist the wrong way could just spoil your whole painting.
But with a little practice, she mastered the style's difficult strokes and shapes. Her teacher was the eminent Taiwanese artist Wang Jinzi. Here, the head of each of these sparrows was painted with a single stroke. And here, the quality of the water in this painting was achieved by changing the ink's density.
我们海峡夫人她是很聪明，而且又很肯用功。这个作画是一定要很用功。
Both Harsha's teacher and her classmates are impressed by her work.
It is very good. And actually, we are in the same class. And she's my senior. So she gave me a good example. Very good.
But now, for Harsha, it's time to say goodbye to Taiwan. Her art is, in her own words, a personal tribute to Taiwan and its people. Sewing Ling and Shubhampal for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of killer whales swimming near Spain's Canary Islands. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.